about we're talking about bar charts or bar graphs, sector graphs, radar charts, particularly how to draw them. I'm not going to dwell on this very long. I'm going to do one example of each. Particularly pay attention to the sector graphs. Okay, you have to link percentages with angles to know what sector to do. Okay, so bar chart is good for categorical data. It has the frequency along the horizontal axis, and the scores/categories are along the vertical. Okay, and not unlike a histogram, one of the points in a histogram is they're all stuck together, but bar charts are separate. So let me do a rough example with this. Lines, good. Okay. Right. That works. Good. Right, so basically the idea is it goes up to 50, so I'm going to just do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then we need one for each of the different types of cars. I guess happen to be favorite cars: Holden, Ford, Ferrari. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and just do the. You can write it out. Just do a first two letters or whatever. Toyota, Alfa Romeo, Honda. Okay, and then each bar represents that score, right? So 25 for Holden, that's about there. You would use a ruler. I'm not going to because I'm just showing you quickly. Okay, Ford is 32. So it's about here. That's very wonky. Don't judge me. Okay, and then Ferrari is 50. Okay, you get the idea, right? Color them in, nice different colors if you like, and it's all very pretty. Okay, etc. You can do the rest. So they're separated, they're straight, ideally, and it goes along the side. So you can easily see what's most popular, etc. etc. Anyone here think they'll have a problem drawing a bar graph if anyone ever asked you to do one? No, you won't. Okay? On your hand was up. Alright, so is that clear? Bar graph. Just basically exposing you to these things, making sure that you're familiar. Notes will be online. I'm not going to dwell on this. You don't have to draw it if you don't want to. Pay attention to sector graph. Okay? Sector graph is also good for representing categorical data. Right? So it's good if you like representing something that you can't measure numerically. You can do it with categorical data, obviously. But you need to use a protractor to ensure that the angles inside each sector are correct. Okay, so that's the key point with sector graph. You have to be able to work out what percentage of the total is that particular score, and then work out that as an angle. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now somebody tell me, how many scores do we have in total? Ooh, 70. Okay, so it's 70. Now what we have to do is work out each of these as a fraction of 360. Why am I talking about 360? Yeah, one full rotation is 360. So we need to know how much of 360 degrees each of these takes up. So we have to do it like this. 10 over 70 times 360. Someone needs to work that out. Just going to 15 over 70 times 360. 5 over 70 times 360. 22 over 70 times 360. And then 18 over 60, 70 times 360. Right. 5 people need to find this out for me. Off you go. Good. quick. Where's your cake? Okay, fine. Just if you have it, tell me what it is. Which one is? This one? 92. Point. Just do 93. I'm not going to do decimals. 93 degrees. Okay, what's next on Jake? Which one did you get? Pick one. First one. What did you get?
I did the first one.
I did the fourth one.
What is it? What's the third one? 26. Harry, which one did you do?
The fourth one.
This one?
113 to
113. We'll just keep it like that. And tell us the first one. Jake, you do the second one. 51. Huh? 77. What? Which one? 113. Out of 360. Alright, now what we have to do is, I don't have a big enough protractor, but you have to get your protractor. I brought some, thinking that you probably wouldn't have it necessarily. And then you have to, so you can just start with a line. Alright, you start with a line, and then the first one is 51 degrees, so you can hold it up. Alright, look how you actually use this, isn't that amazing? 51 degrees, it's about here. No, it doesn't work, it's not multi-touch. Oops, so 51 degrees about here. Alright, so that's 51 degrees. Alright, that's a level of satisfaction with a council, okay, a local council. Okay, 77, then we go from this line here, 77 degrees, it's about here. Take that off, 77, and so we go like that. 77 degrees, again, it's got these funny marks, but it's okay. And then, what's the next one? 26, okay, and so etc. 26, I'm just going to say it's 26, I'm not actually going to measure it. 113 might be about that, and then that's 93, okay? So then what you can do is color it all nice in different colors. It's going to be nice and cool. And so you can say, well, that one's very happy, that one's happy, that one's neutral, this one's unhappy, and that one's very unhappy. Okay? And so we've represented, now you have a good estimate, or you have a fairly accurate representation of what sector, or what percentage of the whole takes up these particular things. Is that unclear how to do a sector graph? Yeah? So you're finding out of the total of the number of people, or whatever the frequency is, you work that out as a fraction of 360, and then you find, and you do it in a circle. Okay? Good with that? Callum? You seem excited about sector graphs. You don't have to say yes. Just use something. You're not going to circle. I'll accept freehand.
Okay, what if you're in a test?
I won't accept that. I would make sure that you knew that you had to bring it in. Okay. Last thing is radar graph. A radar graph is useful for quantitative data and is typically used to measure temperature or rainfall over the course of a year. Yes. Yes. The following total rainfall for each month in a year was recorded. Draw the graph of this data as a radar graph. Here is our data. January 50, February 25. So what we're going to do though is we need to break this up into months. How many degrees is this? How many degrees will each section be if we need 12 sections? Good. 360 divided by 12 equals 30 degrees. Good. Alright, 30 degrees. So what we're going to do is break this up into 12 parts. Right, so basically I have to do 30, it's going to be 30 degrees each section. Again, use a ruler. Okay, so that's our radar graph, the set of axes, right? And then we have to label each month. So we're going to, where do you want to start January? On the top, or do you want to start January here? Doesn't actually matter where. As long as it's clearly done, it's fine. January, February, March, April, May, etc., etc., August, September. Right? So that's our basis. Now we have to label these. What sort of interval am I going to use?
Tens.
That is a, well, I don't know. I think we have to go up to 90. So we're going to have to do 20 or something. So we're going to do 20. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay? Now if I change colors, I'm going to go blue. We're going to change colors, we have to put in each of the points. So January, it's 50. So that's here. Then I put it on, and put a dot or a cross, doesn't matter. February is 25. So remember that you're still going out from the center. March is 30, that's about halfway. April's 45, 20. Wasn't it what I just did? May is 23. June is 80. 20, 40, 60, 80. July is 90. August is 55. 20, 40, 60, so it's about here. 25 in September. 20 in October. 10 in November and December. Okay? So those are our 12 months. Okay. Thanks. Okay, and the last thing is you just connect it with a line. So you're connecting them with a line. Connect it with a line. And here it gives you an idea of the shape of the data. And it's skewed towards June, July, and it gives you an idea. Are there any questions?